The snow was rising, and I couldn't cope with it. I felt the snow pounding over me. Trees were swaying in a slight breeze. Sounded like it was trying to say something. I looked up and saw the black clouds dangling above my head, the anticipation rising. How could the sky be so gray, but the rest so lovely and graceful? "Grab your shovel. Time to get going," my dad yelled from the side of the house, throwing me a shovel. I let it hit the ground and stared at it. It looked like a snake, ready to pounce on its prey at any time. I reached out cautiously and grabbed the shovel, spinned it around, and dug it into the ground. Snow started flying. I was flinging it towards the center of my yard where the snow started to pile up. It started getting very intimidating. My mind started shifting. The world seemed to be spinning around. My imagination sparked to life. The snow faded into sand, and the few ponds in my backyard seemed to boom with life and become forests filled with exotic birds and cheetahs. All of a sudden, I realized the sand was no ordinary sand. It was quicksand, and I was slowly going down for the count. I heard a voice, and the photo faded away like a burning paper, old and crippled, edges melting away. I grabbed my foot and pulled back, trying to get unstuck. I was pulling with all my might, and all the strength I had. I felt like a warrior. My picture started fading again. It was no longer a jungle with sand or with lush trees and wild animals. It was a lost city like Atlantis or Olympus. But it was all destroyed. I heard women and kids crying. Buildings were destroyed and fire was everywhere. I then realized my legs were stuck under a column. I tried to lift the column, but it wouldn't budge. I cried for help, but everyone else was too busy with their own demise and crying for their lives. I've had my fun, and now I needed to work, although I didn't want to. I wanted to be inside my warm house, watching TV and sipping a glass of hot cocoa with cookies and ginormous marshmallows.